WRPB Studios. So, with me, the couple next to me, actually, her name is really tough to say, and she said I can call her Day, but I think it's Davany.
The Ebony.
Okay.
Perfect.
You got it.
Aaron.
Perfect.
Yep.
All right, and I didn't call you Eric, I just called you Eric.
Yeah.
I wanted to get it right. So, you guys own All Glass for You,
Yep.
the number 4.
Mm-hmm.
Letter U.
Okay, so my question is, how long have you been around the industry?
Well, I've been around the industry my whole life. My father's actually started the business in 2016, but he's been doing it for over 30 years.
Wow.
He originally started doing stained and leaded art glass. Like when
Okay.
you go to a church and you see all the beautiful colored windows and everything. Yeah, we did a lot of work like that. And so he had a design studio for a long time. And so, yeah, I've just kind of been around it my whole life. Grew up working with him on and off here and there. I was a big car guy growing up, so I kind of ventured off and did my own car stuff for a little bit. But yeah, as I got older, I realized that it was a really good opportunity, and I really did enjoy it. Working with him. So came back and took it over full time, and
Day, how'd you get involved?
Well, we were together, and then we decided to just do that together
So, how long are you guys together?
for like 3 years. Yeah.
going on 4.
Yeah.
Going on 4.
Going
So-
on 4.
All right, so he says, "Hey, this is what I do."
Hmm.
Did you have any clue about what it was?
Yeah, we installed together.
Do you?
Yeah. We.
Okay.
Yeah.
She knew a little bit about it. Yeah, she
Yeah.
actually with some of your family you worked and did a little bit of tile, so worked in the construction a
Okay.
little
Yeah.
bit. But we both met while we were working at a dealership down south, and when I realized the good opportunity for me to come up here and take it on, she was right there with me to have my back and put in the work and come on up and
All right, so this is the question that goes through my mind, because you're working with glass,
yeah.
and it's kind of dangerous.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever gotten cut?
Oh, all the time.
You can see here.
Yeah, we've got our safety procedures. You see, I got a nice nasty one already. But yeah, we get cut all the time. We've got our safety equipment and procedures and protocol that's important. But you can't avoid it when you're cutting glass, fabricating, polishing, installing. We're human. We make mistakes. We try not to minimize it, but it does happen. It does happen.
So, since you started, and you've been in the industry a long time, including you,
Mm-hmm.
has like the tools changed that you use, or still the old style tools?
Well, mainly when it comes to software, but a lot of the old original, like old school tools, they're good. Maybe they've been touched up here and there, but glass cutters are the same, suction cups are the same, rubber setting blocks are the same. Different techniques and different types of glass, definitely, like impact windows instead
yeah.
of regular single pane glass that holds energy efficient technology as well as safety technology, so that stuff can't impact the window, come inside your house, harm people, things like that.
I'm going to guess, and I could be wrong, that impact glass is heavier.
Oh yeah, impact
There.
glass. Instead of just one single sheet of glass, it's actually usually consisted of 3 pieces of glass.
Wow.
And the first 2 has like a lamination in between so that
Right.
nothing can get through. Then there's an airspace and then another piece of glass. So they get pretty heavy.
I would think so. And then I'm also thinking about businesses that have a glass window, meaning it's 8 feet by whatever. Those are big windows.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to guess that one person can't put it up.
Oh yeah, no, we need multiple people
Yeah.
for sure.
Okay, is it multiple people? Is there a machine that, like,
They do make machines. For some of the bigger construction, there's machines where you grab, control of a handle and suction cups grab the glass, place it wherever you want. That's great. We focus more on like a residential level. So we do a lot of interior glass. We specialize mainly in shower enclosures
okay,
and like cabinet glass, tabletops. So we're in a lot of homes more so than doing like storefronts and things like that. We are licensed, bonded, and insured to do all types of glass work. But yeah, we focus on the residential stuff.
And
For
it-
sure.
My wife, I remember when she had her stuff shipped from Indiana down to here, and she had a break front or a cabinet, and of course, two of the panes of glass broke.
Yeah.
And one has an arch, so it had to be custom cut, and it took them a week to get that glass, and it was just a plain sheet of glass.
Yeah.
But I guess it had to be cut because it came like this, and like this.
Hmm.
So I guess that's custom cutting.
Yeah, yeah. So like all of our showers that we do, we custom template. So we'll go out to a client's home first. We'll measure up their existing tiled shower or whatever area they want enclosed, and we'll template it. We'll get the glass cut to that exact opening. Many hands touch it. First person cuts it, then it transports to tempering, and then it transports to quality control, and then it transports to us. So yeah, it's a process.
So do you guys install the whole shower door or just the glass?
Well,
The
we
glass.
specialize in frameless, so we offered the installation, warranty, everything, so from start to finish. But with frameless glass, it's mainly it's not too much hardware. There's a lot of shower doors now where it's a lot of framed shower doors.
Right.
A lot of contractors put those in homes when they're built. They tend to wear out over time, so we replace it with a more modern look. But we don't really mess with any of the aluminum framed.
So
units.
is that, when you say more modern look, is that like panes of glass that are held together with these little
Low clips?
clips?
Yep, and silicone, structural silicone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just one like that.
absolutely. Yeah, we have a little
I don't know,
example right
they
here.
won't be able to see it.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably not.
But,
Yeah,
um,
it's hard.
So I'm going to guess you got to be super careful with that glass.
For sure.
And
Yeah.
is it thick?
Yeah, shower doors typically 3/8 thick or half of an inch thick.
Okay, because I'm thinking that when you open and close it, it takes not a beating, but a little bit of a beating.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. The hinges, they're made of brass material, coated with whatever finish.
Right.
And so they don't corrode or anything like that. Kind of like one of those doors when you go back to a kitchen and the doors kind of flap closed by themselves. Shower doors, they operate the same way. Even slider units, very simple. The only moving parts are roller bearings. But yeah, it's simple and they last a long time.
Okay, so because in my head I'm picturing a shower door and it's panels put together, but is there a space between the panels?
Yeah, yeah. So with frameless, you get a really small gap, typically like 1/8 of an inch or
Right.
3/16 of an inch, to allow the door to swing both ways and without hitting the other panel. So,
Does it leak water? Does water come out of it?
well, we like to rely on the sill at the bottom of the shower to be pitched inward.
Okay.
So when water hits the glass and rolls down, it'll go right back into the shower.
We always
Um,
recommend for the customer before when they're like remodeling the shower
Yeah.
and see like, look, talk to the guy and
Yeah, if
pitch
you're
the
tile guys, if you're
sill.
remodeling,
Yeah.
if you can pitch the sill in,
Because
that
before they usually just put flat.
Right.
Because it was like frame glass before.
Right.
So we didn't need to worry about that. But now you
And
gotta worry.
that was an issue because I had it in my house. Now I have it in one of my units, and I took it off because, first of all, getting in and out of it, I'd always seem to hit my foot on the track on the bottom,
yeah.
and the track on the bottom would then hold water, even though it had a little thing in it. So it would get, I don't know if the word would be mold, but it would kind of get like moldy and rusty.
Yeah, yeah. It's like corrosion just from water and soap and all that good stuff.
You're right. I mean, I understand that. So you do that, and I mentioned the break front, the cabinet that my wife had. So do you do that kind of work too? Like, can I bring you, like, I had 2 pieces of that glass because it broke. If I brought you the 2 pieces, would you be able to match up and make that same
Yeah,
design?
yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Do you do any etching or any sandblasting on glass?
Yeah, yeah. My father was actually really good at it. We've got some examples in our showroom of some of our etched work. He's retired now and playing golf 4 days a week, so he doesn't do too much of it anymore. But we do have an artist that we outsource for our etch work, and it comes out amazing.
So, as you were growing up, was it like, this is what I'm gonna do? Because you really were a car guy.
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean, working with family's hard. It's not
Yeah.
not the easiest thing, but
Even
you
Yeah,
can.
my
right, I
husband.
worked with my wife at the beginning. Right. I
Yeah.
was lucky that she ended up getting a job.
I know she's got to
Yeah.
keep me in check sometimes.
Yeah, we
so.
were like installing together, and then like when we're growing, like, babe, I'm gonna stay in the office, organize
Yeah.
all the
Yeah.
papers, and you can install.
Yeah, I got my helpers, and
Yeah,
she
thank
still
you,
comes out
John.
and helps with the installs
Yeah.
and keeps me in check and things like that. But yeah, no, we've got a good system now. I'm out with my guys
Mm-hmm.
and I do estimates, and she's in the office taking care of all the important stuff.
Well, calling all the people that owe you money.
Exactly.
That's part of doing business. And people, I always say, if you're going to be an entrepreneur, you got to be a little crazy.
Yeah,
If you're
Yeah.
an entrepreneur with a brick and mortar, because you have a bit like this,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
you're even more crazy.
yeah, you have
And
to.
if you're an entrepreneur with a brick and mortar that is in the food industry, you're really crazy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. The food
Oh
in-
yeah.
Yeah,
I
the
can't
food-
imagine. I gotta hand it to
Oh,
everybody in the
yeah.
food industry because it's tough.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
My
it
wife is a chocolatier, so she makes very high end chocolate, and
Awesome. I love it.
everybody loves chocolate. Almost everybody loves chocolate.
Yeah, almost everybody.
And ironically enough, if we'll go get ice cream, she'll get vanilla. I said, Vic,
What really?
you make chocolate.
She's
but
around it all day.
I like
huh?
vanilla. So this is it, but I worked with my wife in the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
and it was great, but it's a bit much because things are not perfect, like you said,
Mm-hmm.
and then you sit and have an argument,
Mhm.
okay, and it's just not worth it. So it was like, Vic, go get a job, okay?
Right, right.
And she still helps, of course,
Nice.
but that's what family is about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of the questions I usually ask is, when you started, did you have family support? But you probably had a ton of family support.
Oh yeah. Thankfully, my parents were always there for me, and luckily, my father was doing it.
Right.
Yeah.
So he got to show me everything that I know now, and then I got to add my own stuff to it, which is awesome. And yeah, my mom was always rooting for me. So,
No,
very thankful.
You were
for
kind
that.
of pulled into it.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
like
yeah.
we just decided to move here and work on it. So I started like learning from him. So he teaching me what I know.
And she was so
Yeah.
she has a really good eye for detail, and something that my dad is really good at is being creative, and I always felt like I lacked a little bit of that, but she's got a really good eye for detail. So we're a good partnership, because if I'm missing something, she'll be right there to let me know. No, this will work better.
Oh,
or
I'm sure.
Or that'll look better. Oh,
I'm sure. I have
how
a
it
wife. I
normally
get it.
she's the designer, so that's it.
I get
for
it.
our home, our office, and everything else in my life, I guess now.
What did you want to do in life?
Like right now, our focus is growing the business. Like we still gonna be there in the business. Like we don't see ourselves like just watching. We wanna be there all the time. So for now, that's what I see. In my life, in our life together, is growing the business for going for another city, going for another like county. That's what we see.
Well, what areas do you work? Where do you work from?
Well, we basically install from Vero Beach down to West Palm.
Okay.
We are expanding, so we won't really turn anything down at this point. But yeah, we're from Vero to West Palm is our main area at this
All right.
time.
How do people find you? You have a phone?
Yeah, you can find us on Instagram or Facebook or our website.
Google.
Google is the biggest thing. You can see all of our reviews.
All glass. The number 4U.
Yep.
The letter U.
Yep.
You have a phone number?
Yep.
Do you know it by heart?
Yes, I do.
Oh, that's surprising.
Yeah, 772-692-4778.
Everybody, I've said this and you've heard it a million times. Working with glass is not a DIY project. Okay? Trust me when I tell you, get a professional. Use a professional. If you don't, you're going to break the glass. It's going to cost you 5 times more in money and 10 times more in frustration. I want to thank you guys for coming on.
Yeah, thank you. for
Everybody
having us.
use a professional, and we'll be right back.
Thank you.